You may remember David Lewis. He was with us on a video showcase exclusive interview just over a year ago on our Victims of Society segment. To refresh your memory, here's a clip from that interview.
Well, I passed common entrance in 1992, right? And when I was supposed to go to secondary school, my father kept me at home and he sent me back to primary school the next school term. I was embarrassed, but I had to sit there. And when my teacher saw me, she was so shocked that she called me at the same time. She got in touch with my father, and so he decided to send me to secondary school. And when I went into secondary school, I was performing below average. I was failing in every single subject area. I had no time to study. I had to go in the ground. I had to look after the animals, burn, coal pit and things like that. I mean, it's not the type of life I wanted, because it's only me and one of my sisters ever gone to secondary school, right? So I want to make a change in the family, but I couldn't do that while living at home with my father. I didn't have the time or anything like that. I had to be a father to my brothers, and I could see a mother, because I had to do the cooking and the washing and everything while I was with my father also.
It is always a great feeling among us here at Video Showcase to return to our many viewers with what we consider to be a success story. This evening on Focus, we present David Lewis Part 2, his achievements over the past year. Good evening once again. I am Camille Johnson and welcome to Focus. This evening I have with me a very special guest. Well, he was a guest on a prior program on our Victims of Society segment where we featured the victim of child abuse. He's none other than David Lewis. During that time, Davis was in the 4th form at the St. Martin's Secondary School. He has just got back the results from his CXE GCE exams and he was very successful. David, welcome.
Good evening.
David, could you tell us how many subjects you achieved? And for those persons who think there is no hope, you know, those who remember your situation when we spoke to you, for those persons who think there's no way out, how many subjects did you achieve?
Well, I wrote 8 CXCs and 1 GC, and I got all 9 subjects.
Okay, and what contributed to your success?
Well, my success came basically first through Christ. God gave me the strength. Then it was all those persons who encouraged me along the way, gave me the moral and psychological support. And then thirdly, it was my own contribution. I decided that I was going to work hard and study, and that's exactly what I did.
Okay, where do you go from here?
Well, hopefully I would like to attend A-level college as soon as possible.
Okay, I remembered when we spoke, that was last year I think it was, you mentioned that you would like to become a lawyer. Are those still your plans? Yes,
I still have a plan of becoming a lawyer, but it has changed somewhat slightly. I just want to become, to study criminal law, but then I want to work also with youth, so I think I will study law that has to deal with children in particular.
Okay, had anybody come forth, well, so far, as to scholarship, provide you with a scholarship or anything after all this success, you know, publicity? I remember Camelot Inn did something for you. Has anybody come forward?
Well, there are a lot of single individuals out there who give me support financially, and I've just received another scholarship where I'll be attending evening classes for French at Ali Française, and that scholarship came from one of our very own staff up here. Her name is Yvette Bruce.
Okay, we came by today. I see you were perfectly attired. You have other students here who attend secondary schools. I noticed a young man in a St. Martin uniform. Do you lend a hand to those students?
Well, I try as much as possible to be of assistance to them. I think I'm a role model, not to boast about myself, but a lot of people tell me that, and a lot of these guys look up to me. For instance, we are lacking a teacher up here right now to teach in the classroom, so I have volunteered to teach these guys while I'm at home. Instead of just sitting down and wasting my time, I can be of some help to them up here.
Okay, a question that we must ask. For those who've seen the Victim of Society segment in which you were featured, that I mentioned on the victim of child abuse, has there been any change in the relationship between, well, you and your parents, well, after all this success?
Well, it hasn't changed my mom that much, but I think my dad has felt the pressures that people were pressuring him and things. He came by me a couple of times to visit. He came to my graduation and things like that, and I felt pleased.
Okay, I must ask you, your younger brother was here. Is he still here, and how is he getting along?
Well, he's still here, but he has to cope. We are having separate problems, though. Well, it's basically it's much easier for me to carry on with my academic life than he is right now. He has failed his exams, but fortunately, they have skipped him to our next class, so right now he's in senior 2, and we're preparing for school events next term.
So he, along with other students, they can expect the most of help from you while you're here?
Yes, that is one of my commitments for this school year coming up.
Okay, David, any word of encouragement for those children, especially, I must say children, who think, well, there's hardly any hope out there, who think life is against them, everybody's against them? Any special word of advice to these children?
I would like to tell them never give up on any dream. I want them to focus, to set a goal and to work towards that goal. If you set a goal, it will shape your life because you will want to work towards that goal and you'll do everything possible, the good things, to make sure that you reach that goal. Don't ever say that I can't do it, because whatever you put into your mind, that is exactly what I'm going to come out. I've decided and I've placed in my heart and in my mind that I want to be somebody in society, somebody positive, and that is exactly what I'm working for. And as you can see, success is coming my way.
Okay, a question that I should have asked early on. You said you changed slightly from just being a lawyer to being a lawyer, well, that deals with child abuse, etc. Why this particular area? I know you might find it a funny question, but why this particular area?
You see, because of the fact that I was abused as a child, and I know there are many cases out there that go unnoticed because persons are afraid to report these cases, persons don't have enough money to take these cases to courts. So I think if I'm to go in this field, I might be able just to help these poor persons who cannot appear in courts because of their lack of finance and things like that. I can be of help to them. It will be more of like social work rather than just being a profession to gain money and things.
Okay, David, I must say congratulations. This is from all of us here at Video Showcase, and I know your dream of becoming a lawyer is very close.
Thank you very much.
I am Camille. See you next week on Focus.